Okay, I want to give you an update on the Target turner boxes. So first of all, bracket, change the bracket a little bit. So bracket has 3 holes and the box just slides in. So it slides into the bracket or slides, or you can mount it either way. And you just slide it into the bracket. And in this particular case, I just mounted the boxes on the 2x4. Okay, so let's take a look at the normal functionality. First of all, we need to sync the remote with the box. To do that, we're going to turn the power on, holding the button, and continue holding this button until we hear the long beeps. Release the button. Now we can sync the remote. We're going to push the button A, B, C, and D. And the remote now syncs. This box is designed for the Bullseye. So the button A, B, and C is the slow, timed, and rapid fire, and D is to turn the target manually back and forth. If we want to turn the box, we just hold the button until we hear the sound, and it's box now off. Again, push the button, turning box on. So for the Bullseye, for the slow, rapid, and slow, timed, and rapid fire. So for the rapid fire, it will be button C. We're going to push it, and it starts a normal, it goes for a normal command. So there's 5 different commands. First of all, is the line ready? The line is ready. Ready on the right, ready on the left, ready on the firing line. So during all those commands, you see the LED blink, so you can kind of see the cadence. Obviously, it doesn't have any sound. You can run some app on your phone that actually has the commands, but for the training, you don't really need the commands, right? So I'm going to push the button C, and this will be the command: is the line ready? The line is ready. So is ready on the left, ready on the right, ready on a firing line. And after this last flash, it will turn on for 10 seconds and will run for 10 seconds. Then it will turn back, and 4 seconds later it will turn back facing you, so you can check the scores. Okay, so what's new in this box now is the external power. So the box has a couple connectors on the top, and one for external power. So if we plug this in, you can plug into the USB either charger or portable battery. So you can run it from the USB power bank. Internally, it has a 4 AA batteries. So this is as far as the power goes. Now the linkage between the boxes. So obviously one of the important features was to actually be able to link the multiple boxes together. So let me turn this box off. So the linkage is done via the cables. Those are basically just 2.5 millimeter audio cables. So we're going to plug the first box into the second box. For now, I'm just gonna hang the wires right here. So I'm just gonna connect them in a chain. Each remote obviously works with the with its own box. So this remote is programmed for this box. Okay, so we're going to connect the cables. Alright, so the first box, when we turn the first box, it wakes up all the other boxes. And now when we turn the first box, they're all gonna be linked together. Same thing with the command. So if we are going to shoot the rapid fire, is the line ready? Push the button C, and all the box is going to blink and beep, and going through those 4 different commands. Is the line ready? The line is ready. Ready on the left, ready on the right, ready on the firing line, and then it will turn obviously the targets towards you for 10 seconds and turning back out. So you can control those boxes either from either remote. So if we take the orange box remote, and you can do the same thing. You push the button to turn it on. It doesn't matter which one. So I was also asked to make the boxes to turn in ISSF Women's Rapid Fire mode, where the targets are turned away for 7 seconds and then turn back for 3 seconds, turn away for 7 seconds, and turn back for 3 seconds. So it's 7 off, 3 on. So to do that, we're going to push the button A and hold it, and it's just, I'm going to just hold the button, and it's going to turn back and forth, and then it's going to turn the LED on, and at that time it switches to a different mode, and now the button A is 3 seconds or 7 seconds off, 3 seconds on. So now if we push the button A, it starts the 7-second off, where you lower your hand at 45 degrees, and then you lift it up, and you have 3 seconds to shoot around, and then you lower it again, and you go through the 5 shots, which is actually pretty good, probably for practicing the maybe not lifting, not lowering your hand, but practicing the first shot for the timed and rapid fire for the bullseye. It's going to go through obviously 5 cycles and then stop. You can stop that cycle by pushing any of those buttons. So if you want to stop it, we're just going to push the button, and it's going to stop that cycle. And to turn it back to a normal cycle, you really just need to turn the box off, and it goes back to a normal cycle. So again, when we only turn this box off, so I'm going to turn it back on, and now the first button is actually at 10-minute bullseye. Again, to override it, I'm going to push the button A until LED turns on. Okay, so turned on, and now it will be in a 3 and 7 second mode. The button B and C still would be the timed and the rapid fire. So the next feature I want to show you is the direction of the turning. So in this particular case, it's turning from left to right, or whatever you want to call it. So if you used to for the targets to turn the other way, or maybe because you mounted the box differently, you wanted to turn the other way. So to do that, I'm going to turn the box off, and I'm going to hold the button until it starts to beep, and now I'm going to press the button C, and it's going to change the direction. So now when I push the button D, it turns the other way. So let me just turn the box off and turn it back on. So now my front should be, I'm going to turn the holder here. So now this is my target turning towards me. So if I push the rapid fire now, it's gonna go through the normal commands, but then the rest of the target is gonna turn one way and this target is gonna turn the other way. This is if you want to change the preference. Once you change it, it saves into the memory. You don't need to do anything unless you want to change it back. You just go through the same procedure. Okay, I was asked if we can, if the holder can support. So I'm gonna disconnect the first box so we don't turn out the targets. If we can put like a cardboard backer and it will support it, so I'm gonna remove this target. Obviously, if you have a light target, it's easier because it's doesn't have any weight to it. So if you have some weight, it will be okay. So let's say I mount it this way, and I have a target here. So now I'm going to turn the target back and forth. So it could support a heavier backer. Obviously, there's a limit to what is the weight. I mean, you can't put a plywood or anything like this because the target turns pretty fast, and you don't want a really heavy weight support here. But you can hang a pretty a cardboard backer as well.